Folks, the Nintendo Switch 2 is now 5 months old, and there are still some big things wrong with it. We talk about it today. Welcome to the Mario Matter, your favorite Nintendo podcast, episode 165. I am your host, Nintendo Switch 2 YouTuber EmSwizzle, and we got some big things to discuss today. You're probably asking me what is on today's show. Let's dive into that. First things first, our guest and I go over Nintendo news, including Nintendo releasing a new mobile app. Gee, you love when that happens. We'll talk about that. We got Nintendo news overall. The Switch 2 sales numbers have been updated. We dive into all that. After that, we dive into 3 things that we both hate about the Nintendo Switch 2. It gets juicy. After that, we answer your questions in the final Q&A segment. And our guest today is none other than IsaacOS. Isaac makes a ton of awesome, very high quality, and very unique Nintendo and retro gaming videos. I saw his content. I was like, you are the man. You got to come on the podcast. He is on today. Great guy. Great episode. Let's not make you wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get into some Nintendo news to kick things off.
Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Isaac, welcome to the Mario Matter. How's it going?
Dude, it's going great. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. We just talked about this off air, but I want to bring this up because this is funny. Did anybody in the world know that Isaac is spelled, like most Isaacs I've seen are spelled with 2 A's, not 2 S's. So it's not ISSAC, it's ISAAC.
Yeah, I think everybody, for whatever reason, just gets that wrong, and I've had to deal with it my whole life, but it's, you know, it is what it is, okay? Sometimes you gotta double the S, sometimes you gotta double the A, but as long as you say it right, that's all that matters, you know?
Right. I was Googling some, like, Isaacs today, like, some athletes and some actors. Most of them have the 2 A's. Like, I did not know this, now I know. So maybe that can be a lesson for everyone out there.
It's like a biblical name or something, and that's how they spell it in the Bible, so that's just what everybody just goes with, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Anywho, we got some Nintendo things to discuss over here. And the first thing is one that I don't know if it was expected, but listen, it sounds boring. However, there's a very cool part, and I want to get your thoughts if you've done this yet. So, first piece of news, Nintendo has released a new mobile app. Should I say new? I don't know, because this was available in Japan already. It is the Nintendo Store app, and it's what it sounds like. You go on the app, you download it, and you can shop Nintendo games and products. The only problem with the app is, so first of all, have you used the app yet, Isaac?
I literally, since I knew we were going to talk about this, I downloaded the app, and then I was last night just kind of messing around with it. And you know, there's some interesting things about it. There's like pros and cons, but I was having a decent time, I guess, on it. Have you downloaded? Are you actually using it?
Yes. So I got it yesterday, and I don't know what it was. I have no problem with like the Nintendo.com using that to shop, but something about the app makes things more fun. I thought, we can buy games through the app. Nope, it just takes you to Safari. If you click on a game, it takes you to Nintendo.com. Yeah. What is the point of the app? I do not know. But here's the coolest thing. And my thing about this is like, I don't think Nintendo knew where to put this, whether it was on the Switch, on Nintendo Today, Super Mario Run. They didn't know where to put this. The best thing about the app is you can check your playtime for Switch games, Wii U games, and 3DS games. Now that's great. Have you done that?
I didn't check them, but I saw that you could actually go back, and I was like, okay, so that's at least one nod from Nintendo where it's rare to even see them acknowledge like the 3DS and Wii U era. So just to have that included is kind of like a nice little tidbit of information. But then that defeats, like, are we downloading this app so that we can then check our playtime, but we're not actually using it for the store? So what are we doing here?
I don't know. So I'm on the app right now, and it shows like, you know, Hyrule Warriors released today. So that's like the front page. You can see like all the games shown in the previous Direct, all that sort of stuff. Once again, you click on it, it takes you to Safari. I don't know why they made this app. And then you can see the best sellers, you can see sales. It's useful. Just click your profile icon, and then you can see all your play activity. Do you want to hear a shocking stat, Isaac, that you may not know about me?
Don't say it, dude. What is it?
I've got over 2,300 hours in the beloved Animal Crossing New Horizons.
2003.
Yes.
How many islands are you out here building, man? There's no way that's all on one. There's no
Well,
way.
it was all on one. But
Okay.
I would destroy my island and do it again. I mean, you can see every single day dating
That's
back to
diabolical.
yeah, you can see every single day's worth of play, which is cool. I can see how much I played on May 19th of 2021.
Yeah, it's even got the specific dates. Oh
yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
cool.
That's
Not
kind of
too
like
bad.
it almost weirds me out though, because I didn't even know they were keeping track of those specific dates back then, and now just seeing it,
Yeah.
oh, that's what I was doing 10 years ago.
Exactly. It's so cool. I can see Christmas 2021. I played for 15 minutes. Not too bad. I can see it's nice. It's nice, and I can go back to Wii U. Oh my gosh, guys, go check your playtime and comment down below what game you have the most hours in. What game do you have the most hours in, Isaac?
I put in maybe 500 hours on Breath of the Wild. And I just kept re-looping the story with my wife. So we would beat it, and then we would just beat it again, and then constantly loop back and forth. But my account isn't linked either with the Wii U 3DS era because I had to get a new Nintendo account. So a lot of that information is just lost in the voyage for me. It's in the sea, dude. It's gone.
That's similar to me. I don't know why I have 2 Nintendo accounts. All my Wii U stuff is there, but all my 3DS stuff is not on the app,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
gone.
can't see it all. I can't see.
I don't
my
even think I
Animal
had a
Crossing New
Nintendo
Leaf.
account back then. Because wasn't there a way to just play without even signing up like that? I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing.
I think there was. I think the only reason why you would make one is because they had online service. I think. Well, did you even? I know Wii U. I think you needed an account. I don't know. It's forever ago.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of 3DS games. I don't know. Street Pass was obviously a thing, but
Right.
I was 16, and I don't know what my accounts. I still have 50 emails, dude. Keeping track of anything nowadays, it's just too much.
Yeah. Anywho, Nintendo Store app, you can get it, but it's not incredibly useful if you already know your playtime. Apart from that, we can move on to our next piece of news. We can just kind of breeze past this. Just a little, Nintendo had their little shareholders meeting things, and they just blabber out a bunch of information. And one of the things that came out of that was Nintendo, if you didn't figure out by now, is planning on releasing many more movies. They put out a little graphic here that we can throw on screen for our video listeners that shows, the 3 movies that they're working on, Mario movie 1, 2, and the Zelda movie. And then in this graphic, they show 2 more after that are being worked on, and then maybe even more in the future.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the movies? I'm sure that you've seen the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Are we in favor of this?
I liked the Mario movie, but I had to see it. I saw it twice, which it sounds like I really liked it. But the first time I
Right.
saw it, I was kind of on the fence a bit. Second time around, I started to understand. There's so many references. There's so many not drawbacks. Excuse me, just Easter eggs for people to enjoy from that movie, and then it's also a little bit catered to some kids, so everybody gets a benefit from it. And it was a happy movie. So I'm hoping that maybe with the Zelda movie, as we can see in the graphic that you're talking about, that this one has a more serious tone. That's really what I'm anticipating for. Are we going to get a Nintendo movie that isn't just all smiles and rainbows, or do we get some actual serious themes going on?
Yeah. I would like to see. Zelda movie just began filming, so I'm hoping that we get some sort of leaks out of that. Like when the Minecraft movie was shot, didn't we have some screenshots, or not screenshots, but pictures and stuff of the set coming out? That's
Yeah.
what I want. I kind of want to know what we're working with here.
Me
maybe
too.
we'll see that. Maybe we won't. But if we do see that, we'll talk about it. But yeah, more movies to come. I think we expected that. Do we think it's more Mario, or do we think there's a Donkey Kong or a Luigi's Mansion?
They did do. I was actually browsing through YouTube's history, or excuse me, Nintendo's history on YouTube, and they actually made a Star Fox Zero animation. I don't know if you remember that, but they made some 15-minute animated little short film with Star Fox. So that kind of opened up my mind a little bit to the possibility of seeing a fully animated Star Fox movie. I think the demographic or the market wouldn't be as big for other ones, but I could see a spin-off movie, maybe an hour and a half of just straight Star Fox. I don't know if you'd even be interested in that though.
Sure. I I'd watch it, but I wouldn't be as into it over like a Donkey Kong or something like that.
Yeah.
I would be there for it though, or even like those Pikmin short films that they would make, like
Yeah.
kind of like with the Star Fox stuff. I think Pikmin movie I'd watch. I don't know if they ever go. Probably would. I just don't know if they'll ever like go that niche. Like, do you think it'll always just be Mario and Zelda? Like, I don't know. I just don't see a Pikmin movie. I don't know.
I think the first few movies are probably going to be like the big name brands. Like you get the Marios, the Zeldas, maybe the Donkey Kongs ends up coming in here because Bonanza, like the whole rebrand of Bonanza, I feel like just revived Donkey Kong with the new like design. But I saw this idea the other day. I want to steal it, but it's not mine. I was just reading through Reddit, and somebody suggested, what if we got like a Splatoon movie? But with like, you remember this Into the Spider-Verse, the way the animation looked and everything?
Yep.
So what if we got a Splatoon Spider-Verse animated style movie? That to me is like, I think that would be my ideal type of Nintendo movie. It would be more niche, but I think it could hit some type of mainstream audience if the animation was done well.
That would be great. I would be there for that. I would be there. And it'd just be like a new, fresh take than these other two. The Zelda's live action, Mario animated. This would be different. I would like that. I would be there. But do expect more Nintendo movies to come. A little small piece of news there. After that, not a small piece of news. We have learned that the Nintendo Switch, I wrote Switch. I meant Switch 2 on our notes here. Switch 2 has now sold 10.36 million units. That's crazy.
It's catching up to the Wii U. What did the Wii U sell? It was like 13.5?
Yeah, it was 13 something, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude. That's
almost there.
Is that surprising to you? I feel like that's kind of expected, especially with a new Pokemon push, with everything. They've got the new Pokemon bundle as well. This is just par for the course at this point.
Right. And what's crazy is I think this is before Pokemon. I think it was like September 30th or something like that. So
Oh, dude, it might even be past Wii U now.
Probably. Probably is, because it's been like a month since. So impressive. I believe Switch 1 is at, dude, it's like, it's past it now, I'm sure, but it was like I don't even know my numbers here, 1/10 or whatever away from passing the DS. Like it was just like, dude. What are the numbers? Switch 1 has like 154 million point 0.01.
I know it's in the 150s.
Like 0.2. Yeah, it's something like that. So next time they update it, Switch 1 will be the best-selling Nintendo console of all time. So that's also interesting. Little tidbits there.
Yeah. And well, what did the PS2 sell? Because I know the PS2 was out there just destroying everybody. But if the Switch 1 ends up catching up to it, dude, I don't know.
The thing about the PS2, I think for like the longest time it was like 155 million. And then recently they came out and said, wait, hold on. It was actually like 160. Hang on a minute. So I don't know how many they've sold. But
are they just gonna keep like upping the numbers then as soon as the Switch gets closer? It's like, wait, actually, you found another 5,000 sales here, another 6,000 over there.
I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. I now want to find out how many officially it's sold, but that's something I can check afterwards. But Switch 1 may catch it. We'll see. Final two pieces of news. A new Metroid Prime 4 trailer has released. Now, I've seen some people doing their analyses. This is not for me. I'm going to play Metroid. I think it's going to be a great game. But I look at this trailer and I don't get much from it as a very incredibly casual Metroid Prime 4 fan. I don't know if you do, but I at the very least want to get your thoughts, Isaac. Are you buying Metroid Prime 4?
What really interests me about Metroid is more for the hardware of the Switch 2 than anything else. Like I'm really curious how this runs. We haven't seen a lot of 120 frames pushed by Nintendo a lot. So seeing this, and I remember whenever the Switch 2 was getting advertised, Metroid Prime 4 was talked about hitting that 120 FPS mode. I want to see how this runs. When it comes to Metroid itself, I used to be a huge fan whenever it was during the GameCube era. I kind of slipped off, so this might be my re-entry, but like I said, I will buy it just to see how the hardware performs, and then maybe I dive into the story. But when I saw the bike, the motorcycle part of it, I couldn't help but just feel a little bit off about the whole thing. I don't know. Are you excited about the bike part of it? As
a very casual Metroid, because I mean, listen, I've seen some hardcore fans be like, why the heck is there a motorcycle in here? Like, I think it's for some people it's like a bad thing. For me, I'm in. I'm here for it. I'll use whatever new thing they got going on. I'm here, you know? So I will take that. Fun fact, there's a amiibo with Samus on the motorcycle that came out today as of recording anyway, Thursday.
Okay.
So I don't know why the amiibo have come out first before the game. Has that ever happened? What?
I don't even. Let me take a look too. I know that they were selling them for higher prices as well. Amiibo.
Oh yeah, it's like
got the bike.
$40.
Yeah, $40 for the amiibo. I know that the Kirby Air Rider amiibo as well 50. Is just hitting that $50 mark, dude. They're pushing them up there.
That's crazy, bro. Is that not crazy? $50. That's almost the same cost as the game.
Yeah, it's whether or not you're a Metroid fan, I don't know. I don't know how you can really get behind that, but that's just my take on it.
Crazy work. And we might touch more on price stuff later for our main segment, but new Prime 4 trailer. I'm not the guy who's going to deep dive into it. Go watch, who's the guy? Andres Restart put out like a 20-minute video. Kudos to him. You can go check that out. Yeah, heck yeah. I'll leave a link. Apart from that, only other piece of news, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment released as of today as of recording rather, and Thursday as of you all listening to this. Any interest in Hyrule Warriors, Isaac?
Ooh, see, you're touching on two bases that I don't really dabble too much. Metroid, I haven't really been a huge like consumer of lately, as well as the Hyrule Warriors. I found some interest in the earlier days when it was first released, but that was mostly because of the art style of it, but I don't know. It just doesn't really do much for me. So I think of all the new releases, this one I'm gonna pass on.
I agree. I've played Hyrule Warriors and I've enjoyed it, but I'm not like a hardcore fan by any means.
Right.
I'm not as excited for this release as I would be for like a Kirby Air Riders or something.
Yeah. I think it's just a different type of demographic that is enjoying it. It's just a totally different style game, you know?
If I get to it this week, which I don't know if I will, I'll put my first thoughts at the end of this podcast.
Okay.
Tomorrow, maybe. I don't know if that'll happen.
Are you going to end up purchasing it, though?
Yeah, I'm going to buy it. I am going to buy it so I can, well, one, enjoy it, two, talk about it. Maybe this will be a new thing I can get back into Hyrule Warriors, but if I get to it this week, you'll have my thoughts at the end of the show. If I don't do that, somebody ask me in the Q&A segment next week what I thought. Anyways, Hyrule Warriors out this week. Apart from that, that is most of the Nintendo news. Do let us know if I missed anything. Well, just let me know. It's not Isaac's fault. Do let me know
I'll
if
take
I
the
missed
blame.
anything. Yeah. Apart from that, I want to get into our juiciest topic of the day, which is a conversation I've been meaning to have for a while. Things that we still, is hate a strong word, dislike about the Nintendo Switch 2. There's still some things. We're about a half year into its release. That makes sense. Half a year into its life. Yeah. It released in June. Actually, 5 months released as of yesterday, which is cool. And we want to talk about things that are still wrong with it. It's very simple enough. We got some juicy takes. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. My friends, I'm sure you out there, whether you have a Switch 2 or not, whatever console you got, there's something that you don't like about it. And the Switch 2 being as popular as it is, and we both have it, you might have it out there, we got some things that we don't like about Switch 2, and we're going to talk about them today. So Isaac and I both have 3 things. I actually picked 5 just in case we overlap on some of these things. I will resort to my other options, but 3 things each that we still do not like that should be changed. I got a couple outrageous ones that just should be fixed. I don't know why these are the case. Some things are with price, some things are with the console itself. Let's go ahead, Isaac. I will start with you. Hit us with your first thing that you still hate about Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, immediately when I think about the Switch 2, what really stands out in my mind, and I know this is probably one of the more common ones, but I can't help but back the issue and think that it's a main problem, and it's just the lack of charm and UI navigation sounds, menu sounds, system sounds. And like I said, this is such an easy shot to take at the Switch 2, but I think it's one of the most important things when it comes to just a Nintendo console. When I grew up on the 3DS, I grew up on the DS, the Game Boy Advance. Like, I'm used to having physical tactile buttons that make me feel like I'm getting menu sounds as well from the speakers. I'm kind of locked into the Nintendo ecosystem, and it's very lacking still. I mean, all we got was like the couple of, notifications. Like, remember whenever you launch the Switch 2, you get the little sound effects where it kind of loads up on your screen. Yeah. That's all I feel like we've gotten, and everything else has just been pretty much crickets.
Yeah. I agree. I fully agree. One of my things here, which kind of goes, I'll count it as like we overlapped. I was gonna say no menu themes, like no custom like whole menu themes and stuff. Like it's so bare bones, and which is fine. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Xbox is better in any way, but like Nintendo's just, you can't start off this way where you got the 3DS with the menu music, and you got all the fun home menus and themes and all this, and then just kind of cut it off with the Switch and now the Switch 2. And I feel like they can very easily fix it. Themes. That's all you got to do.
It's not a difficult thing we're asking for.
Right. Right. You give us a little like Mario holiday theme and I'll shut up. Even if it doesn't have music, I'll just take the theme. I'll just take it. That's all.
Well, and we're such visual creatures that I feel like we're looking at the Switch 2, and a lot of people's main criticism is that it just feels so derivative of the Switch 1, and it's not that different. But if we actually got an upgraded menu, even the UI itself, like it's literally just the Switch 1 UI, which works, but I feel like visually, aesthetically, there's so much more power, so much more processing power to add all these effects, menu themes, so much more that could differentiate it, and yet it's still just the same thing that we got in the Switch 1.
And last thing, what I loved is like with the 3DS, everyone's was different. You customize your own menu. Everyone had a different theme. Like, everyone had their own thing. Now everyone's got the same thing. The only difference is, do you have a white theme or do you have the dark theme? I don't know. It's not the greatest, but I'll go ahead and dive into my thing. And this is just baffling when you, okay, listen. I'm trying to like tiptoe around it.
Okay, dude. Yeah, what is this? Sounds like a major bomb or something, man.
When you think about it and you got the news that it would be this price, it was fine. But when you put it in perspective, Super Mario. So here's my thing: Super Mario Jamboree plus the DLC costs more than GTA 5. That's my problem. What, we can't be selling $80 party games,
dude. It's diabolical, and it's the fact that they mushed it together with the DLC. Like, that's what they think is credible to sell it for that price, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Right? I don't know. I don't think that the DLC, and this isn't just about Mario Party Jamboree, but like any of the $80 games, Mario Kart, even, you can count. I just thought Mario Party Jamboree was a great example. That game should not be $80. Well, I mean, like, but you could argue, oh, it's $60, but it has $20 DLC. That's what it is. But I don't think that the DLC is worth $20 at all, honestly. I think, like, it adds mouse features, but if that was ever in the plans, it should just be free or at least cheaper than $20, because, like, if you're making it work better with Switch 2, I just feel like it shouldn't be $20. It's using the mouse and the camera features, but like, do you like get what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna make it for the console, make it for the console and don't charge us extra money. I don't know how to put that,
dude. I mean, well, that's actually perfect, because that's literally the next issue that I had with the Switch 2, and one of my biggest problems was just paying for upgrades of 4K in general. Like, I know this is a common thing, and I know that I've talked about this in some of my videos as well, but it just doesn't make sense to me, because, on the PlayStation side of things, this has happened where you pay for the PS4 edition, the PS5 edition, and the PS5 edition is usually more expensive because it has better graphics and all of this stuff. But to me, it just makes absolutely no sense, because the point of me buying something like the Switch 2 is to access and get the 4K upgrades. So you would assume I wouldn't be paying a premium. So for instance, like the new Metroid game is going to be $70 for the Switch 2 edition. Meanwhile, if you buy the Switch 1, it's $60. To me, it's just like, okay, so I'm getting punished for also purchasing the new console. Like, why am I paying more to access what I already paid for on the initial purchase of the console?
Right. It's just like you're paying to use your console at full capability.
Exactly. That's what really bugs me about this whole thing. You paid to get the opportunity to look at the higher price tag. That's literally all it is.
And honestly, I'm just trying to. I don't fully agree with it. If the Breath of the Wild update, 4K or is it 4K? Someone told me recently it was 1440p. Is that right?
I
thought it was 4K.
I'm pretty sure. I think it is a 1440p upgrade. I don't in dock. I don't know. I got the hardware specs all messed up in my brain. They advertise it as 4K, so you'd assume it is 100% 4K if that's what they're saying.
Whatever it is, if they charge $5, I'd be a little bit more okay. Just a little bit. Now, here's my other question. Animal Crossing New Horizons update for the Switch 2 is $5. The Breath of the Wild one is $10. The difference between the two is Animal Crossing is 30 FPS, Breath of the Wild is 60. Does frames per second warrant a $5 upgrade?
I still think we shouldn't be paying at all for the upgrades, in my opinion. It doesn't make sense. That's why I bought the Switch 2, dude, to get the 4K. That's the whole point of the console. And then you would assume that would incentivize people then to buy an upgrade because, wow, I can, like, whenever you buy a new graphics card on your PC, right? Mm-hmm. I don't pay more for a video game because I get better graphics. That's just a result of purchasing the graphics card. You know what I mean?
I'll never understand. I never will. But that's whose was that? Was that my first thing?
Mine.
Your second thing?
That was mine.
That was your second thing.
Correct.
Okay. So now I'm on to my second thing. This is not a giant deal, but like I just think it's something Nintendo Switch 2 should have, and it's not once again not a giant deal, but a pretty big deal for me. Once again, not major, so prep yourself. I wish Nintendo Switch 2 had more streaming apps. The only reason here's my argument, okay? So I buy Nintendo Switch 2. It's got one dock. You're probably wondering what this has to do with anything. I'll explain. As one dock, I'm going to put this in my basement to play Nintendo Switch 2. Whatever I end up doing. In my room, say if I'm lucky enough to have a TV up there. This is different area. I gotta either pay $125 for a dock, let that sink in, or I cannot play up there without having to, move the whole dock upstairs. And I like in my room to, have streaming apps, YouTube, ESPN. That's the sole reason my PlayStation's up there because I don't have like an Apple TV or anything. So, not a big deal, but I just wish if I could have my Switch 2 in my room, I wouldn't, need any other Apple TV, Roku,
it could
which
all be in the same thing. Yeah.
Right. It's once again, small deal. It's just something I would like and Xbox and PlayStation have.
You're not asking for a lot, though. That's like basic, that comes in every system. Look at the PS4. Look at any console nowadays. It's coming with streaming services.
Yeah. So, I just wish that could be brought over. Now, I mean, Switch 1 has Hulu and YouTube, but Switch 2, no one seemed to make it work for Switch 2 yet. You cannot stream. I don't think anything yet works for Switch 2. So
I wonder
need that.
What the reasoning is for Nintendo to do that, though. Like, because you'd assume they would want everybody to use their console for the all-in-one machine.
Right.
I know a lot of people were talking about, like, the YouTube app was accessible on, like, the Switch 1 for a little bit, even though it was, like, horrible. Like, what would be the actual intention to eliminate you from streaming services? Because they should just prioritize everybody using the Switch 2 for their home console. I don't see the value in that.
Let this sink in. The Wii U had Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Video, or it wasn't called Prime back then. YouTube. They had everything.
Everything.
Where did we go wrong?
I don't understand either. It's like what's the point? Why are we backtracking? I'm still lost in the sauce here on what their main intention is. Maybe there's some type of they're worried about parental control with their children accessing wrong parts of the internet potentially, but even that's why they have parental controls, right?
Right. So that's just a weird one. I wish I could have my streaming apps, but anywho, we'll move on to your third thing. Isaac, what do you got for us? Your third and final.
My third thing, and I think a lot of people just accepted that, the new Joy-Cons were like perfect, but I have been running into really bad issues still on my Joy-Cons. The idea of drifting has been brought up a lot. My Joy-Con doesn't drift, but the the plastic covering inside of the Joy-Con that like slots into the thumbstick or whatever is like almost ripping. And it's been like that since I opened it out of the box. And every time I move my thumb up, I can feel it's almost like there's a little pebble stuck in my Joy-Con. So whenever I move it left and right, it's not fluid, it's not smooth. And that in and of itself bothers me so much because there were so many issues with the original Switch Joy-Cons. And now I'm seeing problems here on the hardware side again on the Switch 2 when that was like even more than the 4K was probably just getting upgraded Joy-Cons. Like that's what I was really looking forward to. So that they really dropped the ball here for me.
I've not experienced that, but I have heard like drift is still a thing. There are some more problems. So
and then if I replace it, I'm spending $100 on getting another set of Joy-Cons. So I haven't even gone out to buy another set of Joy-Cons because I would rather buy a third party at that point because I don't want to run into the same problem. You know what I mean?
The problem is there are no third party ones though.
Exactly. So, we're still waiting.
That's a rough one, honestly. I just can't believe like we buy these things maybe because like we do YouTube stuff, but like for like the average guy, no one's buying $100 Joy-Cons and a dock is $125. It's just crazy.
That's now that you bring that up, I wanted to ask you, like, you have to purchase these things, and you obviously invest, and you're making videos, and it's important to have media that covers this stuff so that a consumer knows what they're up against and knows if they should buy it themselves, because this is kind of our job. How do you separate the lines then whenever you're trying to buy an item to make a video on it? And do you feel like any type of way because you wouldn't normally maybe purchase that if it was just not for a video? Like, how do you really draw the line here?
It's tough because if I need something for a video, it's got to get bought. But what I think about though is just like, man, if I was like still the 10-year-old kid with greasy fingers playing Wii U, I would never buy this. Like, this is just insane. Right. That's what I try to think about. But yeah, it's just the 125. That's for the dock is crazy.
It hurts, dude. And then you're not even getting streaming services on that, dude. What are you doing?
Right. What is it for? I have no idea. But yeah, not good. My third thing goes kind of with what you're saying, but also sort of not. So it's about the Joy-Cons, but not a problem with the Joy-Con hardware. Not that there are no problems, but it's just like, my thing is, once again, not a giant deal, but we gotta bring these things up because these are things I kind of care about. Yeah. How are we 5 months in? Heck, even just past the launch, past the first month, we have no different Joy-Con options to buy. We have one special Pro controller that is not even for a Nintendo game. It's for Resident Evil coming out next year. Why do we not have more options? We talked about everyone's 3DS being their own. They had like 97 different editions of 3DSs. Why do we not have one new pair of Joy-Cons? And oh, by the way, it's going to be $100 for whatever it is. Why are there no new options yet? Why is this?
Dude, you hit the nail on the head. And there's got to be some type of incentive where they're maybe prioritizing some type of consumer to buy like all the Nintendo branded stuff, when they must know people are holding out to get these third-party accessories, to get the other controllers. Because the Switch 1, you talk about the 3DS being this random assortment. Whoever you saw with a 3DS, it always looked different. I felt like the Switch 1 was kind of in that same ballpark, but with accessories. Like somebody's Switch 1 would look like a transformer. They'd have these crazy accessories on it, and then another person might be all stock, but everybody's at some point looked pretty different. Why have we not gotten something else new here for the Switch 2?
Yeah, you had kids with like the freaking iPad handle cases on their Switch. I mean, it was nuts. I don't know. And I don't want to just be like, oh, Nintendo's greedy, but is it because they want everyone to just buy like the black ones, and then we're gonna drop some new ones, and everyone goes and buys them, and they get more money that way. I don't know. I have no idea. But I would just sorry, go ahead.
Have you heard of the 8-bit do like Switch 2 controller? There's like an ultimate 8-bit like retro controller. Have you heard of that before?
I know of them. Which controller?
There's I think it's called the Ultimate something. Here, let me find it right now. You could probably throw up like a picture of it. I heard that this thing actually does wake the Switch 2 up from sleep. There's like some type of updated firmware. And I heard that it happens with this controller, but then the original Switch 1 Pro controller doesn't actually work for the Switch 2. So we've got a third-party option potentially here that could work.
Oh, I see.
I'll have to do some more research here. It's the Pro 3. I believe that this does wake the Switch 2. So maybe there's like some workarounds here.
8-bit do Pro 3. Oh, this thing. Oh,
yeah. It's like a retro looking kind of controller.
Yeah,
I've had
it's
my
like
eye on it for a
GameCube-y.
while. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard. Don't take my word for it right now, but I did hear that this actually does wake the Switch 2 up, which is the whole point of buying a Nintendo branded controller, right? You want to have the wake feature. I think that this thing with the hardware updates does give you that option. So this could be the one alternative to those controllers.
That would be great. That would be awesome. However, the other problem is like, I'm sure that this will be a great controller. The Switch 2 one's so buttery smooth.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't even want to buy a different one,
It's
but
true.
I only have one option, which is like the black basic one with some gray in it. It's just tough.
I was at Best Buy and I felt the smoothness of it, and dude, I got tempted, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
God.
I've been holding out with my Switch 1 original Pro, but the Switch 2, it does feel better.
Buttery. It's just butter. I don't know, but I don't know what the option is. Do we buy from what's that company? Controller Chaos Control, whatever. They like make custom ones. Do we buy from them? Do we wait for more colors? I don't know. But those are the three things each that we hate about Switch 2. Hate, dislike. I just hate using the word hate, but negativity sells, doesn't it? Let us know in the comments what you dislike about the Nintendo Switch 2, and do you agree with us? We'd like to know. Hopefully they fix.
We probably could have kept going with the list too. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably. The good thing is though, like, I forget everything we said, but most of the stuff can be fixed. Like, I think prices won't ever come down. Well, I mean, for a while anyway. But like, they can add streaming apps. They can make new colors. They can. This will never happen, but like, they could make Joy-Con V2s where they fix your Pebble problem. Like. That won't happen, but these themes can be added. Some of these can be fixed, so that is good news. But apart from that, if you have any closing thoughts, you can shoot. But apart from that, we can move on.
I mean, I kind of want to end on a positive note, I guess.
Yeah,
I
let's do that.
I do feel bad, maybe like destroying the Switch 2 a little bit. I have been enjoying the hardware itself. Like, I've been playing it on when I go on flights and stuff. And the Pebble problem, while it's annoying, just like you said, all these things, maybe besides some of the physical hardware, should be able to be fixed. The question is, does Nintendo actually prioritize it? I think they will at the end of the day. And the day we get themes, dude, I know it's coming. I know it's got to be.
Has to be.
If it is not going to happen within the Switch 2 lifecycle, I would like delete all of my YouTube channels. I'll put some money on it, dude. I know we're going to get that in the future. So I think Nintendo will answer the call.
I mean, they have to. Switch 2's got more power than Switch 1. You can have us own a little custom theme that goes on the home menu. Like, that's all you got to do. It'll add a 1/10 of a second more loading time. Right. I don't care. Just do it, please. With that said, folks, let's move on to the Q&A segment, the question block segment, where Isaac and I answer your questions you asked us. Let's go ahead. Let's get to it. My friends, you've made it to the question block segment where Isaac and I answer your questions you've asked us. If you want to ask a question on the podcast, there are a few ways to do so. Number one, you can email mariomatterquestions@gmail.com. Very, very straightforward way to do that. You can join our Discord server, Discord server, link down below. You can join that, ask your question in the podcast questions channel, or sometimes I'll post a YouTube community post. If you see it, you can comment. Boom! Those are the ways. And our first question, Isaac, comes from HasJazz, who asks, is the Switch 2 actually your most used gaming system? Or do you use something else like a PS5? I'll start with you.
Ooh, okay. My most used gaming system. Actually, can I go grab it for a second, dude? It's in my
Sure,
little
yeah,
shelf
yeah.
here. Let me
Let's
show you.
see. I'm interested. Oh, I might have an idea. Is it the new thing he made a video on? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Check this out, bro.
I saw this video.
Bro, this is called it's actually loaded up Balatro right now. This is called an Ein Thor. And it looks
I saw this.
just like a 3DS. This has been like my go-to. It's been in my backpack. I've been messing around with it. I love handheld gaming personally. I'm not like a big couch guy. Like I don't really sit on the couch or use big screens. I'm always with my handhelds, and this thing has been my go-to whenever I'm playing like low-powered retro games or indie games. And then the second tier would be the Switch 2.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. I saw your most recent video, I believe, was on that, right?
Yeah. I've been dabbling with it, dude. You gotta tap in, man. You might be surprised at what these things can do.
I want to, because my favorite game of all time is Animal Crossing New Leaf. That is stuck on the 3DS. Yep. Can that do like?
Oh, it can do it, man.
Can it do like upscale? Yeah. Okay. That's what I want. That'd be great.
It looks so good too. It's almost like you're remastering the game, and it has the dual screen functionality. So that's why I've been messing around with this, because I'm a DS kid, I'm a 3DS kid. So this thing, it hits like nostalgia and modern tech in a way that I've never experienced before. But then after this, if I want to go with anything that's newer or modern, then I'm picking up the Switch 2.
Gotcha. And then, not a big deal, but does it have a camera?
It doesn't have a camera, actually.
Okay, I can't be scanning my Animal Crossing QR codes anymore.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Oh man, no face raiders, nothing. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, what's my answer? Recently, as of late, funny they mentioned it. I have been using my PlayStation 5 more than my Switch 2 as of late.
Okay.
Not for anything crazy. I use my PS5 for things that you could probably play on a Switch 2 if they were available for Switch 2. I mean, Madden I like my Madden, but Madden on Switch 2 is just awful.
Catastrophic.
Let's put it that it's just not good. I play sports games, so NHL is not on Switch 2. But then I'll also play things like, what do I play? I play, oh my God, what's it called? Few different games.
You play FIFA on there too?
Nah, I actually don't play FIFA. I played FIFA a lot when I was younger, but not really anymore.
Really?
Just a lot of different third-party games that just run better on PS5 than they do on Switch 2. That's mostly what I use it for. Switch 2 is great.
And you've got streaming services on there. You know?
Yes, exactly. That's why it's in this is like my little studio area. It's in like my bedroom, so I can like watch stuff on there.
It's your main hub, dude. Yes. They're missing out. I'm sorry to bring that back up, but I had to throw it in there, dude.
Exactly. So I do use my PS5 more as of late. If you're asking like lifetime hours, I mean, I definitely have more hours used for Nintendo consoles and Switch 1 to be specific. But as of late, like you want to talk last month, it's been PS5 mostly. So that is my answer. But Carter asks, what's up, Max? Out of the main Nintendo franchises, Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, and Animal Crossing. So let's go with those 5. Which do you think Nintendo will discontinue first? If you answered my question, thank you for your time and have a great day. All right, Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, Animal Crossing. 5 franchises Nintendo will, if they're smart, never discontinue. Right. But if they ever did one, what is it? I don't even know. I'll start with you though.
I think this is a really good question, and one that's fun to like theorize about.
Yeah.
But my thing is, when I look at these 5 big titles and franchises, my head, I don't know if it's anybody else, but I just think Donkey Kong is the easy answer where you would see that drop off, even though it's like a classic. Like Donkey Kong is a staple, been here really since the beginning. But to me, Donkey Kong and Mario are kind of like the same market of people. So if you get rid of Donkey Kong, you get rid of Donkey Kong, people are still going to love and consume Mario that love Donkey Kong. They're kind of like the same. But Pokemon, Zelda, and Animal Crossing are all like completely different sets of people. You know, you'll get people who love Pokemon, you'll get people who love Zelda, and then Animal Crossing. They're all separate, but Donkey Kong and Mario kind of two in the same for me.
Right. And also, if you did get rid of Donkey Kong, you can just like have him appear in Mario games. Like he's in every Mario Party. He's in every Mario Kart. He's in, and you can put him wherever you want. So I'd say that's the easiest. That would be my answer too. However, to be more fun, if Donkey Kong wasn't on here, I will pick out of the 4. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Pokemon,
dude.
Zelda, Mario, Animal
I know
Crossing.
which one you're
you
thinking.
tell
though.
me.
I know which one you're thinking.
I don't know if you do. Well, it'd be a lot easier to answer after I see the sales for the next Animal Crossing game.
See, I knew that's what you were thinking though. You were going AC.
Yeah.
You were going Animal Crossing because that's like the like nicher one, right?
Right. It is like when you think of Nintendo, I feel like Animal Crossing is popular. It sells a lot, but I feel like it's just not the Mario, Pokemon, or Zelda like that big of a name.
But I think that the fans of Animal Crossing would like, dude, if you're a fan of Animal Crossing, not to say that Pokemon and Zelda fans aren't like super dedicated, but Animal Crossing, because it has that like niche like association with it, like it's kind of it's not underground, but it's not as talked about as Pokemon or Zelda, right? The fans just love it that much more. So would Nintendo drop it? But then if you got Pokemon and Zelda,
it's like, what do you do?
I don't know.
It's probably Animal Crossing. I don't know.
You almost have to.
Know. Yeah, even though none of those will get discontinued anytime soon. It's tough out here, but
it would be very dystopian. Like if we got in a world where Nintendo has to cut off one of those four, like there's some other problems going on that is not being talked about.
I mean, what would they replace it with? Like Chibi Robo?
Dude, I don't even know. Yeah. Hey, don't talk bad about Chibi Robo. The GameCube Chibi Robo was great.
I love Chibi Robo. I love him. Good. I love all the games. I love Ziplash for all I get. But like, but we just can't be replaced. No, seriously. But I just can't replace Zelda with Chibi Robo. Is my point?
Right. I mean, I agree with you. But man, the GameCube Chibi Robo will always have a special spot.
That one's great and inexpensive. Well, has it gone down now that the Switch Online one's out? I haven't checked. It should.
I feel like prices for retro games don't fluctuate too bad with stuff like that. I definitely I'm sure it saw a little bit of a dip, but man, people just love having like the authentic vintage cartridge of it itself, you know?
I feel like Metroid had a dip, but maybe I'm wrong. Metroid Prime 1.
I could see that. But like Chibi Robo it's such a classic. That's not. Yeah, let's see. What's the GameCube price of it right now? I'm looking on eBay.
Let's see. All right, tell us.
Oh my. 170. Like, I'm seeing a $200 listing, dude.
That's a dip, yeah or no? I feel like they used to be like 220, 240, 250. I could be very wrong because I don't check them too often.
Maybe I know a lot of the Pokemon games really well. I haven't checked TB Robo too much. It's looking like loose price is 144, complete in box 200 on average, which
that sounds kind of normal actually.
Sounds typical. I couldn't see it dropping too much. Maybe like $10 here and there. It's interesting how these things are like stocks, dude.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. But can't say this next name. Dozkey asks, what's the best Toad color and why?
Ooh.
I got my answer, but I'll start with you. Let's see if we agree.
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of boring, dude. I'm just thinking red. Like, am I lame for thinking it's just the OG, dude?
You've probably played Mario Bros. Wii, right?
Correct.
Were you ever a Toad?
No, I just make all my friends become Toads. I was always the Mario, dude. You couldn't get me off Mario, bro.
So I was always the yellow Toad. So that's got to be my answer. Yellow Toad is the GOAT.
I always thought Toad was like the worst character especially as a kid. Like nobody wants to play Toad. You know what I mean? That's how I
want to play Toad.
Okay.
Why not? Yellow Toad, the GOAT.
I feel like I respect that. That says a lot about you, dude. If you're a guy who goes Toad immediately, like you're a different type of breed. You know? Yeah,
well, because Blue Toad's just blue. No one wants Luigi because he's not Mario, but Mario's taken because your sibling won in first player. So it's like, what do? You go for Yellow Toad.
I think red's the classic, man. Red's like it's got the aesthetics all there. You don't like mushrooms.
You don't like light blue or like magenta?
I mean, I'll take other colors. It's not like I'm anti other like blue or yellow or like I don't have a problem with these toads. Okay, it sounds like I'm going somewhere bad, but no, I'll just give me the classic red. If I have to play, I'm upset if I have to play Toad anyway, though. That's how I view it.
Yeah, I see that. So who do you pick in Mario Party? Is it Red Toad? So it's not Toad at all. Wait, so you are anti-Toad?
I
If you're not gonna play Toad.
I guess I am anti-Toad. I'm never picking Toad, dude. I feel like if you load up Mario Party or any Nintendo game and you just jump into Toad, you're a different character, man. Like I respect that, but you're maybe like a screws loose here and there. I don't know if I trust you with like to babysit my dogs. You know, like I always ask that question.
I feel like a lot of casual like, oh, I'm gonna play Mario Party with my sibling. Never played before, and they're like, I feel like they pick Toad.
Yeah.
So
but
as hardcores, we're anti-Toad.
I think I go for like a Yoshi pick sometimes. I'm also a big fan of Luigi.
Okay. I see. I'm a
green aesthetic.
Playing Mario Party, I'm a Koopa Troopa kind of guy.
Oh, okay. That's
I don't even
elite. I didn't trust you at first when you said you go Toad. Now I don't even trust you even more, dude. That's like
man, Koopa,
diabolical.
That's elite. What do the kids say? Elite ball knowledge? That's Koopa Troopa, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. To close things out, Sean asks, do you think the next game for Smash Bros, aka Smash 6, will ever come out? If so, when? Thanks and have a great day.
Ooh. I think Smash 6, I mean, it has to, right? It's got to come out on the Switch too. There's got to be a new generation. Nintendo would be like blind if they didn't make a new Smash Bros. But the thing of it is Ultimate is just such a big game with so much content, and it's like the Smash Bros game. So like you'd have to get some type of new iteration, and I think that it's going to take some time to develop that. I think within the next, like 2 years?
Yeah, I would say so, because Smash Ultimate was 2019, so you're looking at like 2026, 7. Oh, I just said 6, 7. All right, nope, no one, no, stop. But
locked in.
I just feel like, what do you even do to Smash Ultimate?
Exactly. You have to iterate somehow.
Do you add like
now? In total, how many characters?
I couldn't even tell, like 70. I don't know.
Do
you add like a crazy
89
robust,
characters?
That's ridiculous. Do you add like a crazy robust story mode? Like I don't know. Like what do you do?
That's a great question. That's probably why it's taken so long to figure out, because they made Smash Ultimate like, you know, coincidentally, it's like the ultimate Smash Bros, right? Like this is the one that you go to. It's got all these characters, 89 characters, the DLC's there. Something has to be completely different. Obviously, with the base foundation is there. You're still fighting each other, but something's got to be crazy different.
Do you add like a racing mode? I don't know what you do. You can't add 189 characters and call it a day. You got to do something. So I don't know what they do. I guess the question, will it ever come out? Yeah, it'll come out, I think. I just don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Do they do a Smash Ultimate Switch 2 edition and they add like 10 characters?
No, dude. If they did that, I would be so upset. I think that would be like the worst road path for Nintendo. I think they know that too, right? Because, you know, obviously Smash Ultimate is such a popular game. It got all this DLC. But to just convert that over and keep it like, it would almost at that point be like a live service game that just never dies, you know? And I think that would be a bad financial decision, because you could totally sell more copies of a new Smash Bros, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I agree. I feel like it'll be a 2027 thing.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited to see what they do with it, because I don't know myself what they could do.
Yeah.
I mean,
we haven't gotten any leaks either.
Right. So I don't know.
I've seen much.
Like the last Smash leak, the last great one came from, I remember the story. There was some like 9-year-old kid who like went on his dad's phone and like found the Smash Bros 3DS roster and like told a bunch of kids at lunch. I swear. And I think the dad got fired. I seriously.
What?
Yeah, I like made a short on it a long time ago. So that was the last meaningful.
Did the dad work for Nintendo or something?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know what he was or who he was or what he did, but yeah,
that's would bad. Be the worst. What do you even do? Because your kid just wants to play Smash Bros. Like, I'm not. You're not gonna get mad at him, but
well, hang on. You might get mad.
I mean, I would kind of respect my child for going the lengths of taking my phone and looking up things for the Smash Bros roster, dude. Like,
yeah, but he didn't have to tell the kids at lunch though.
That is
he didn't have to do that. So
If it did
I don't
actually
know.
spread from lunch, so it wasn't even like a post online. Like this dude literally set the fire off in lunchtime.
I can't say it's lunchtime. I think I made that part up, but I think it was in school. I think that's a thing. I think it was in school somewhere.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
that's diabolical.
That's
Holy.
crazy. Anywho, hopefully we get something like that for the next Smash Bros. I would love that story to repeat. Thank you all very much for listening. I appreciate it. Isaac, thank you for joining us. If you want to plug any socials where they can find you, the floor is yours. Any upcoming projects, do let us know.
I'm just working on my YouTube channel, IsaacOS. That's with 2 A's. Okay, not 2 S's.
Yes.
ISAAC, all right, OS. And then I just make a bunch of stuff on sometimes Nintendo, sometimes retro video games, and that's literally it, dude. Thank you so much for having me. When you sent me an email for this, I was hyped. So it's been an honor to be on this podcast, and it's been great chatting with you, man.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much. All of his links down below. I will see you all next Saturday for even more Nintendo goodness. Ask me about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment then. It's not the biggest release, so I'm not dying to play it. But Kirby Air Riders, I'll have that for you that weekend. I don't know. I'm not sure who's clamoring to play Hyrule Warrior. Listen, no disrespect at all. I just feel like the casual's looking for that Mario, that Zelda, and you can call me a casual for right now. Anywho, I'll see you all next Saturday for even more. Adios.